my beautiful beings. Hi, Nathan. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty well today. My throat is doing better. I was sick, so I still sound a little crunchy. Well, more crunchy than my headset already makes me. But I'm doing pretty good. We're gonna work on this painting today. I hope you're doing well. Hi, stars. I didn't get my reference image up. Yes, we got a borb. This is a horned lark. Is the name of the borb. Here. All right. Good. Glad to hear it, Nathan. Grim's here. And I'll do a stretchy and a sippy and hams and all that stuff.
Show me your hams.
Okay, I've stretched my body. I've taken a sip of water. I'm gonna stretch my hands now.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking top?
Compliment for myself. I was working even though I was late today, which I know nobody but me cares. Hi, Dissy. I started drawing a thing for my, can I use words? A graphic to announce the stuff that I'm doing next week for my birthday. And the drawing is turning out really cute. I'm actually going to show you guys because it's fucking adorable and I love it. Where is it? Here it is. So this isn't done yet. So, take everything with a grain of salt so far. But look at how cute my little drawing is. It's just flat colors. I haven't done like the rest of it yet. But I'm going to have 2 guest stars next week. So on Wednesday, a week from today, we're going to have stars on stream. And then on Friday, we're going to have Sleepy on stream. So I made them little stuffies. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? This isn't like my usual art style, so I'm pleased with how it is turning out. It's so cute. Oh, I didn't want to actually close that. I wanted to open my reference image. Ba-ba-ba. I organized everything in my Procreate, which means that it's easier to find the general area where stuff is, but some things are not in the order that I would expect them to be in, so it sometimes takes me a little longer to figure it out. How's everybody else doing today? We know Nathan is doing great, which is good to hear. How's everybody else? How y'all faring? I remember that I wanted to change the shading on this. It feels flat. I think mostly I need to darken the shade on the side of the snow here. Hi, Deavra. Good to see you. A bug. I'm guessing it's not a friendly bug. We do have some bugs to paint this month, too, actually. Where did I put those? Over there. I may do like a wash of yellow. To try and make it feel a little brighter. Oh, yeah, I don't like it when they run into you. Because, so aside from the fact that something is surprising you by running into your face or another part of your body, the sound it makes is really disturbing. Like, the thonk that bugs make when they run into you is not, I don't like that sound. That's not a good sound. Like, you're so small. Why did you make that much noise? I think I need to darken up this side too to make it a little bit better. And I think I've kind of lightened up near the edge here because I was trying to be careful to not go into the stamp side, which is silly. Like, I can just fix that. It's not a big deal. I do think that that has made this feel flatter than I want it to. Okay. Now that I put a bunch of water down on this page, this isn't going to do what I want it to, but we're going to mess with it anyway. I think that's a little better. I think I need to do a couple other layers, but we'll get there. Hi, BP! Yeah, we all gotta get our bug nuts and go hunting at stars. We need to save her. You also think that I need to darken up down here a little bit. I think this side we're gonna have it be a little bit more desaturated, and then I'll do. Yeah! BP has a lovely new emote that Rainbow made. If you don't know Rainbow, you should go follow Rainbow because Rainbow is a frickin' delight. And is also an incredible emote artist. We also have two emotes by Rainbow. My Angie and my little gremlin are both by Rainbow. Very talented. And I say this a lot. I say this to her face too, but I legitimately think that she's the best emote artist on Twitch. Period. Like, hands down. Like, it's not even a contest. She is so good at, like, condensing an emotion or something to something that's super readable. It's incredible. I know she's been working on a bunch of commissions because she was a little bit behind.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I did fix that. I made the ah louder so that it actually matches the rest of the video. I did actually do all the things that I said I needed to do last stream. So our Origami Star redeem is back to the regular price. And I added a new chance to the Hydrate redeem, which is the art that Potato made for me for Art Fight. And I added all of the new Art Fight images to my little fan art slide that's on the BRB screen. So, yeah. She said she was doing a lull for you, right? I use Rainbow's lull like the second most. The first most I use is the little turtle hype one that you can't get anymore. Just because I really like that one. And also it makes me think of Shawnee because it's a turtle. I don't know that this is like really doing anything, but it makes me feel better. Ooh, conversation question, got it. The cat is over here and he's very like perturbed with me because he came to sit down with me finally this morning. So I had like because I got up pretty early, I had like a solid 3 hours that he could have come in and sat with me. But of course, he didn't sit with me the times that I could just sit there and sit with him and pet him. He decided to sit down and try to cuddle with me approximately 3 minutes before I needed to get up to set up stream. Classic cat. Alright. Left or right? Left or right? Alright. Oh, this is kind of nice. So there's always 3 questions on these. I will say all 3, and we can decide which ones we answer or which ones you don't. Because some of these questions can get kind of heavy, so I like leaving an out for people if they don't want to like reveal their entire soul on a Twitch stream, you know. So the first one is, have you ever had a really strange or memorable neighbor or roommate? The second is, has there ever been a time when you thought it doesn't get any better than this? And 3 is, what book changed your life? Yes, hi Con. You saw my hands weren't busy and you came to help with that. You gonna get up on your tortilla? Is that your plan? Yeah. There's a tortilla blanket on the couch that's behind my head, and Con likes to sleep on it. That's like his blanket now, honestly. He likes the fuzzy blankets, which is good because I also like fuzzy blankets, so there's like a lot of them in the house. I have like 3 different ones on my bed. My brother has 2 that I've gotten him. We've got 2 other ones out here, not including the tortilla. We've got a lot of fuzzy blankets in the house. Which is good for a cat who likes fuzzy blankies. Isn't it? You have beds everywhere. Okay. I do have answers to all 3 of these. The book changed my life can be a little bit of a heavy topic if I get into why. I think the middle one, people can probably guess when I was thinking this last, because I just got back from visiting my boyfriend. So, like, yeah. It legitimately doesn't get any better than that. Getting to cuddle up with somebody that you care about, who feels like home. Like, yeah, it doesn't get better than that, actually. And for memorable roommate, I would say my best friend John. He lived with us for a while. And we definitely have had some strange neighbors. You guys have heard me complain about Leaf Blower Guy and Motorcycle Man. Those are both neighbors who are in fact memorable, which is why they have nicknames. Mostly they're memorable because they're really fucking loud. Hi Amma, good to see you. How are you doing? So, I think I need to stop fussing about it, actually. I could add some more brown to make it match the post a little bit better, I think. But I think I should stop. Futzing with the shading for a bit. And I will do the rest of the painting, and then we can come back to it if I still think that it needs some help. For a book that changed my life, which is the last question, we read a book in my junior English class in high school called A House on Mango Street, which is a very good book. Like, I would recommend it, but I would also recommend that you look up trigger warnings before you read the book. Especially if you have a history of sexual assault or domestic abuse. But that book actually made me realize something that had happened to me when I was a kid. And so that definitely changed my life. But yeah. Hi, Kat. Thank you. You're so sweet. Speaking of boyfriend, here he is. I'll reread those questions because we've had some people come in. But BP redeemed one of the Hogue question cards, which is what I was just talking about. I don't know, this fence still doesn't feel quite right, but I'll leave it for a bit. So our 3 questions on the card. Have you ever had a really strange or memorable neighbor or roommate? Is the first question. The second one, has there ever been a time when you thought it doesn't get any better than this? And the last one is, what book changed your life? Hi, Tens! You're so close to being free. What kind of cereal? Is the next question. Okay. I knew that I wanted to work on the fence first, and now I don't know where I'm going because I haven't thought about it. Ooh, almond this time. Fancy. Hi, Sleepy. Have good lurk. I'm also really sleepy today. I'm not gonna lie. I could have slept for like another 3 hours, honestly, but I needed to get up and do stuff. And then I was still late to stream. Only a little bit though. And I know nobody but me cares. Okay, I do need to add some brown to this. And I think I was thinking yellow ochre was the right call. I also should take a better progress photo because I didn't take any last time. Okay. I said this last time, I'm gonna say it again. And then you guys can point and laugh at me when I don't do that. But I'm gonna try to like do general shadow shapes instead of rendering every single feather. We'll see how far I get with that. Hey Rainbow, we were just talking about you. Which again, I'm sure that's really shocking to any of my friends who come in and I was just talking about you, because I do that a lot. Yeah, BP showed off your emote for him. So I was talking about how good you are at emotes and how people should hire you. Oh, excellent! I'm really happy. I hope that goes well. I really need to start tabling. I do have somebody I met through the college, like where I model, who would be interested in tabling with me, which I would like to have a buddy, you know? Because that's a lot less nerve-wracking if you have company. But that's definitely a goal for next summer, because like this summer, like I was like, oh, I'll do it this summer, and then I had surgery, so, and then I went to visit my boyfriend, so like the summer has kind of been spoken for the entire time. Ooh, what's the news? Well, I mean, if you want to share, I figure you wouldn't bring it up in chat if you didn't want to share it in chat, just as a guess. I need to be careful to keep the various colors separated. Hi, Blib! Hope you're doing well. I didn't do like proper lines in between stuff, so. Yeah, busy is just the standard state of the world at this point, I think. Nice! I love it when it matches. Me just staring at this like it's gonna tell me what to do next. I may need to get some more warm gray out on my palette at some point here. Mm-hmm. Well, at least in that case, like, it is clear that you needed to go to a specialist and it wasn't like a you getting the runaround kind of situation, I guess. Mm-hmm. I mean, that still involved surgery, but yes, I understand. Oh, we're all ace today. So like little surgery or like big surgery are your options pretty much, huh? I need to get more gray out. That's what I was gonna do. That's fair, Dissy. I feel you on that. Because I'm like, technically I'm ace spectrum, I guess, because I'm demi, which is on the ace scale. Right. So are you considering which one you're gonna do, or have you like already decided? What was I doing? Gray. Why can I not focus for the life of me? It's because I have can't focus disease, but like, why though? Yeah, it seems like even though it would be more drastic, like from the start, if that's like a longer term fix versus like not knowing if you're going to have to go back to it, that makes sense to me. Good. I'm glad you have financial help too, because that's definitely part of the equation. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I just go with queer anymore because it's complicated. So I'm like demi and pan. And then gender queer. I don't know. I'm just weird. Bye. Good one. I think bye is the best flag, honestly. Yeah, it's just the one, right? Yeah, so that's good at least. But what kind of, like, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but what kind of time frame are you looking at for the surgery? Or do you have to go back and talk to them about it again? It's one of those days where, like, everything has too many steps. Like, I'm having to really think about literally everything I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. This reminds me, I need to look at some older photos and see if one of my teeth is drifting or if I'm crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but if I'm crazy in this regard specifically. Gotcha. Alright, well, let me know if I can do anything, obviously. Good for you, Rainbow. Good. I will snark at you if you pop up in chat to get back to work. And you can totally do it. Yeah, you got this. Even though trying to get your Cali license has been like 6 nightmares concurrently. You can do it. I believe in you. This is the color I want. Yes, this is the color I want. Heck yeah. I know that I'm deciding to do this now so that I'm avoiding doing like the actual work, but I think I'm going to replace the black in my palette right now with a new black. Because I've been talking about doing that because I don't like this black very much. And I want to use black on this. So we're just going to do this thing that I've been putting off because I'm putting off something else. You know, just ADHD things. This is which black is this one? Lunar black, and it's a nice black, but it does granulate like a lot. So it's good if you want texture, but if you want to like blend it with other stuff, it's not a good choice. So I got another black specifically to replace it, and then I never did. Oh, that's great. Love that. Oh, I don't know if I told you any part of this story, Cap. But everybody can hear this story. Do you guys want to be included? Do you want some medical information? So, when I went back in for my last post-op, because my gynecologist also put me on antidepressants to help with my PMDD. And we upped the dosage because I talked about it like not being as effective as something else that I don't want to keep taking. But she upped the dosage, and so I needed to get a refill sooner than my insurance thought I should get a refill, which meant that they weren't going to pay for it until I was like 2 weeks out of the medication. And so the pharmacy tech was very nice and was like, okay, well, what we can do is we can like give you some sample containers that are going to cost less, but we'll have you covered while, you know, you're going. Because I explained I was also traveling, so I wasn't going to be able to pick it up at the time that I needed it. And so we paid for it like out of pocket, which wasn't that expensive. I expected it to be really bad, but it was like $30 for 3 months, which is not bad at all. And the reason it was that cheap was because the pharmacy tech was very niceies to me. There it is. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. But I went to get another refill because I wanted to have like more of a buffer in case that happened again. And since insurance didn't pay for the last one, it should pay for whenever I needed to get the refill. So I did that, and the pharmacy information, like, because they do it through like an app now, and it will like send you text messages when your stuff is ready. But it sent me a text message like saying, okay, this is ready and it's going to cost you $50. And I was like, what? No, it isn't. What are you talking about? Insurance should pay for this. If I have to pay $40 for this, even though they didn't pay for the last one at all, I'm gonna be pissed. Turns out it was just an error in the system and everything was fine. And insurance did pay for it. But like there was a solid 3 hours where I was just like raging about this possibility that my insurance was just gonna completely fuck me over. And it's not that that amount of money is something that I couldn't spend, but like, what's the point of you if you aren't going to pay for my medication? Right? Which, to be fair, I do not pay for my insurance because I'm poor. So I'm on state insurance. But still. We also discovered that, well, I discovered and then shared with a bunch of people that this batch of medicine is blackberry flavor, which I found very intriguing. I haven't taken those ones yet because, like I said, I have a bigger buffer, which was the point of getting it, but I'm excited to see how the flavor is. Like, the medicine doesn't taste, like, it doesn't taste good, but it's whatever. Like, it's kind of bitter, but it's not that bad. But since it's a slow release capsule, or not a capsule, a tablet, I'm wondering if, like, it's gonna make my burps taste like blackberry or something. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know, because you guys really need to know what my burps are like, right? Like, that's just what streaming is about. I tell you all of my body functions, right? That's how this works, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I got that black because I wanted to do the tails. The tails. Let me see. Yeah, that still granulates a little bit, but not near as bad as this one does. Yep, a burp date. Yeah, that's a lot better. I can see it. Okay, cool. I was pretty sure that one was going to work better because we tested that one before. But that was a while ago when we were doing the swatches for the Daniel Smith watercolors. There's a cat hair on the painting. Con is helping. Okay. Can I focus for more than 3 seconds at a time? I think the answer is no today, but we persist. Do I have any other weird stories to tell you guys? I don't know that I do. I haven't been very exciting lately. I haven't been feeling well, so I've mostly just been chilling. Yes! Go streaming channel. I love when it shows up when I'm streaming, honestly. It's so funny. This is gonna need to get darker, but I want that nice line there, so I'm gonna leave it for a little bit. Then we have kind of like this. I'm so sleepy. I did start a new book last night, actually. Yeah, for sure, Cap. Haha. I'm EP. I've got EP bitch disease. Actually, I wanted to recommend that book I just finished to Jen. I should write down that I should do that, because I will forget. I write it down here, and then I do the remembers. Yeah, I like honestly this morning I woke up and I was like, it might be a nap day. I don't know. I'm tired, which is partially my fault because I say my fault. I took a bunch of cold meds yesterday that are the sleepy kind. So, um, it is connected. Yeah, you had to get up very early, and you didn't go to bed that much like earlier than normal. So, yeah, but it leaves me really groggy, which I don't particularly like. I know you do. Even when, because my throat was like worse yesterday than it is this morning and the day before. But like even when I sound like, I don't know, a hardened detective, you enjoy talking to me. um, I'm really having to think about everything I'm doing. And this is not particularly sustainable. This feather is going to be darker than the other ones. So let's add another layer here. I didn't realize you had the appointment so early, or I would have made you go to bed earlier. I do know that my voice has been cracking a lot more too, and I notice it. I don't think it really matters, but every time it happens, I notice it. I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. It's almost like I'm sick or something. What? Can't really tell because of the shading in the reference photo. Where exactly these delineations are, so we're just making it up, which is something that's happening. Haha, what to which? My voice cracking? Why does he have to wear clothes? Why can't he be naked? Oh, gotcha. I guess I don't think of it as what. I think of it as, haha, what? So, like, WUH is how I see it in my head. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay, though. Nobody knows what they're doing. Haha, what? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I do like how like our friend group in general will like repeat our own stims. So like we all just kind of add stims to the bank and then we pull them out individually. It's like a joint bank account of stims. Yeah, for sure. Almost like we enjoy our friends. Is that allowed? Yeah, Cap has cobalt. You know what? I keep saying while I'm streaming, I need to talk to Sleepy and Tomato about something, and then I don't do it, so I'm gonna put it on the list. That makes sense. I don't know, do you want to be had, Amma? Do you want to be had by Cat? Flopping in. Hi, Shawnee. I missed what your mom was. One of those days, Shawnee. You don't need to answer that. I think you know you don't need to answer that, but I will say it outright. Yeah, come sit with us. You don't need to say anything. We can just hang out. I like this black so much better. I'm glad I bought this. There was one of those things where it's like, and I don't often fall prey to this, but I did for this, and I don't know why. But I guess I didn't actually fall prey to it, but I was thinking about it. Where I was like, well, I have a black that I can use, so it's like a waste of money to get a new black. And it's like, okay, but you don't like using that black, so you don't use it, so you're never going to use it up. Get one that you will use and will help you. Like, I was saying, it's one of those silly things. Do you think I might as well deepen up the eye a little bit now, too? That's way too much pigment. Calm down. I did that with the other black underneath, so that one will look nicer, I think. I'm sorry, Con, am I talking too loudly and disturbing you? Deal with it. You walk all over my laptop all the time. You can deal with me talking once in a while. Which Discord did you put it in, Kat? Because you just said the Discord. I'm pretty sure Kat put it in my Discord, and I think Kat put it in Sleepy and Tomatoes Discord also. Or did you DM it to Amma? And that's why you said check Discord. Oh, I just see the message that just says check Discord. I probably missed one earlier up. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I was distracted by Shawnee. which I think you can understand. Yeah, my brain is not online today. Oy. I don't know that I've seen your kobold. Do you have like art on the? I mean, you're dating Doodle, so I'm like assuming that there's art and I just haven't seen it. Because if there's anything I know about Doodle, it's that they love making art for people they care about. I need to do like a little bit more. That's fair. Excellent. What's that for you, Alma? Okay. Oh, that's great, Anna. I love that. Like, well, what kind of cat is it? Orange. Oh yeah, there's a sale happening in my shop that I keep forgetting to talk about. You can get $5 off if you spend $10 or more, which is basically a free sticker that you get to choose. There you go. I think I've made this shadow maybe a little bit too intense. I'll have to see as I color the rest of the wing. I do also need to decide how I'm doing the snow. I will probably just do like a light blue color. Maybe. Doing a purple might look nice too. Ooh, that sounds fun, Shawnee. I do like when people do weird stuff. Just in general, but also with like characters in D&D races and what have you. Ooh, I like that idea too. That's fun. Yeah, I do think it's fun when like people take a more, I guess, otherworldly approach to fantasy races, other than just and species, other than just assuming it's like the same planet but a little bit different, you know? Like, yeah, think about an animal that's, you know, based on a different element other than carbon, kind of a thing, you know? I don't want any to deepen up those colors quite a bit, I think, but we're on our way. Perhaps I'm twimpsed myself around. Greg came out here to grab a drink, and Colin woke up and like flipped his head entirely around to look at Greg without getting up. Hi, Bubba. How you doing? You enjoying your little napsies? Yeah, pretty much. It made me think of, I'm sure Shawnee will get this reference, but perhaps I'm twimpsed myself around to look behind me. But there's some kind of weird cat, like it's part wild cat or something, but it's like completely turned around on a set of spiral stairs. And it looks unreal, honestly. Doodle! Hi! How's it going? I do want that to be some colors, so we should do that. Oh, what? You good? Okay. I haven't done a color for the skin around the eye either. I need to remember that. I'll show you. Thank you, Shani. Oh, are you streaming today, Doodle? Yes, I do. I added it to my thing. I did a member. It's added and everything. But I do like using the one my boyfriend made for me. Okay, good. You should tell me when you start, because I'll go raid you. Okay, that needs to kind of fade out into a more brown situation here. Perfect. What? Did I lean too close to you and scare you? I'm sorry. But you are kind of like laying here with your head pressed up against my back. So I think that's kind of your fault. Does that make sense to you? But if you push your head up against me and I move, that's your fault if you don't like it. Because you could put your head anywhere else than pressed up against my spine. Yeah. Yawn. Excellent. Good work, Rainbow. Hope they, like, actually do what they're fucking supposed to this time. Oh, all good, Shawnee. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't use the mobile mod view. I don't like it. If I'm on mobile, I just use the regular view and then do chat commands for anything that I need to do. Which, like, isn't very common, but yeah, it's not good. I mean, all of mobile is trash, but yeah, exactly. So we can remember forever. And Shawnee found the stream markers. Yeah, the DMV has been like 6 ways of nightmare for Rainbow. So we can all be proud of her for going back again. You feel like you need to be brushed again. Which I know you don't like, but... I don't think my headphones are picking up him purring, but he is purring. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's like I would have gotten this done if, like, any of these people weren't cunts about it, you know? Like, I know you wouldn't say that, but I'll think it really loudly for you. Hey, Bubba. Oh, nice. That's excellent, Doodle. Yeah, all that background stuff takes, like, a lot. Not me about to stick the wrong end of my paintbrush in the water. Yeah, for real. Like, and to be clear, I'm a masochist and even I don't like the DMV. Like, that's too far. They didn't give me a safe word. Yeah, honestly, Doodle. It's, like, so finicky, too. It's a lot. So, like, the alerts that I did, because I'm me, they're, like, really excessive. So for, like, the follow and the sub alerts and stuff, you get a randomized one that has a different little sticker on it. So it's just like a little piece of note card paper that pops out from the side. And then on the side, there's like a little sticker that's an actual PNG scan of a real sticker from like the 80s and 90s. And I went through and did like a bunch of those when I first started streaming. and it took a million years. Oh, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, again, it's because I'm extra. Like, I'm incapable of being normal about anything. But, like, honestly, when you first start getting stuff set up, like, you're starting from scratch on basically everything, so it takes forever. Like, even if you aren't being ridiculous like me. Yes, hi, Con. You go have a drink of water, and now you're gonna get my leg wet. Yep, you sure are. Good for you, baby. Because, like, my whole idea for my stream and, like, my branding in general is, kind of like a scrap notebook kind of vibe. So I thought that made sense for it, even if it took forever. Black is so much better than the other black. So rich. Remember when I said I was gonna do like big shadow shapes and not paint individual feathers? Do you remember when I said I was lying and I knew that I wasn't gonna do it that way? Yep. Every time. Every time I'm like, I can do big shadow shapes. I can't. I need to do a million tiny little details or I feel like it's not done. At least I know myself. Like, you know, there are some people who get to my age and they still don't really know themselves. But me, I know exactly what I'm doing and I call out my own bullshit regularly and I still do the bullshit, you know? Yeah, yeah. Like, we all knew. We all knew. I'm just like this as a person. Oh, I did, I should say in general, I did update my throne, because my birthday is next week. I added some more stuff. If people wanted to have a look-see. I tried to add stuff from, like, a variety of price points. Just because I know we're all going through it. But I figured I'd have that available in case anybody wanted to get me something. Thank you, Johnny. But the reason I think about it is there's one thing in specific that I added that's a USB hub that will actually give me enough USB ports to use my good mic instead of the headset. So if you were there when I hung out with Sleepy last time, I was using my actual good mic instead of my headset. And, like, the sound quality is massively different because, like, obviously. But, so if we get that one, I'll be able to use the nice mic still with my laptop. At least until I get my desktop and stuff set up. I'm allowed to move my legs. You don't need to get spooked by that. This cat is he gets spooked so easy. It's wild. Okay, it's starting to look like a borb. We're getting the colors vaguely to where they need to be. It always, like, it doesn't really feel like a piece of art until I get, like, the fourth color layer down. I do a lot of layers. I don't know if you guys noticed. Lots of color layers. Especially with birds, like, until you get, like, the colors in the right ballpark, it does not feel like borb. My neck just made a horrible noise when I moved my head. That was great. Love that for me. I think I need to move my noise gate up. That should probably be a little bit better. Let me know if that sounds awful or something. I had that pick up me drinking. Okay. Maybe that didn't do what I wanted it to. Need to mess with it at some point, but probably don't need to do that right now. Alright, we're getting somewhere. He feels rotund. Hi, Bewitch. Good to see you. How you been? That's fair. Is it you got a heat wave where you are? We're like cool today, so it's starting to feel like pre-winter. And I would love it if this nail wrap would actually stay on my fucking nail. This one had a fault in it, and so it's kind of like scrunching down here. I might need to take one of the other ones from the pack and trim it down to fit my nail and put that on instead. They were like, it's fine. It should be fine. It's not fine. Ugh. Yeah, that's too hot. It's 60 here. So Yeah. We don't really get above like 80 ever. We did once, and that was a heat wave, and it was awful. And we made national news, and then people made fun of us. But like, you try living in a house that automatically gets to be like 20 degrees warmer than the outside and doesn't let any heat out. Like, yeah, I agree. Especially since I moved up here, like, I cannot handle heat. I almost died in Toronto, true story. When my layover got messed up, I had to stay in Toronto for a night. And I walked off of the plane, and it felt like I got punched in the chest. It was too hot. Even the people there complained that it was too hot. So, like, it wasn't just me. Oh, that's great. Love that. Um, not that I care about Juno, but you know. If you live in Anchorage, it's like the law that you need to hate Juno. Right, Bewitch? I think the phrase that I used when I stepped off the plane, because I messaged Cap and a couple other people to let them know that I was like safe. I was like, stepping off the plane felt like stepping into Satan's ball sack. It was too hot. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, I don't. If you're old, like me, and some other people that I know in chat, you remember when there was no such thing as a fire season. It was just called summer. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the oldest I've ever been, Cap. Yeah. Like we had the fire warning signs because my grandma lives in Northern California, so like which isn't like big fire area but does have national forests that all have like the little signs when you enter that say what the fire risk is. Um and regularly, especially there because it's really rainy where she is, regularly that was in green, which means basically no worry, but I don't think I've seen it lower than orange the last few times we've driven through there, which is it's fucking wild, man. Way too damp. Wow. I also grew up in Portland, Oregon. Back when it wasn't like it was 24-hour news coverage if you got snow. That's just normal now for winter. Yeah, it's almost like the climate has been changing. Who would have thunk it? Very good, Wib. Yep. That's not a challenge. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because it's getting worse because, we aren't doing anything to stop it. We're just going like, oh, no, it's fine. not very helpful. Cat hair on my brush. Like, we've been getting weird weather here too. Like, it's not as hot as every place else, but basically what's been happening is the climate of southeast Alaska has been kind of like inching northwards, so we get like a lot more rain and a lot of windstorms now, more than we used to, which generally speaking people aren't a big fan of, especially in the summer, because it means that you can't spend as much time in the out of doors. Hey, Papa. What you thinking? You gonna go take a nap on your tortilla? Good choice. Yeah, agreed. Oh, you're gonna make tortillas on your tortilla. Good, good. Have fun with that. Yeah, it's just, I remember because I was alive when the century rolled over, so there was a lot of like a big hoopla about going into the new century and what the future would be like and what we thought the future would be. Oh my god. I don't think you guys heard that, but a child just screamed very loudly outside. And so we had to do like those little like the little things that you would hang up in the hallway for teacher night or whatever, about what we thought the future would hold. And this was not it at all. Yeah, the kids across the street are shriekers. When they get out there, I call it shriek o'clock regularly. So if you guys hear children screaming like they're being murdered, they probably aren't being murdered, but I don't think I could tell the difference at this point, honestly. Yesterday there was a solid like 15 minutes where one of the kids was being a sore loser about something and kept just screaming stop at the other kids for like 15 minutes, as loud as his little lungs could make him. So that was really fun. Okay, he stopped making tortillas. He's staring out the window now. I like that I've been doing like all this rendering on the colored part and not the white part, so it just looks like he has a big green screen in the middle of his belly. Just like, ah yes, rotund bird flat. Yeah, yeah. If you have a screamer kid, you get used to it, honestly. But like I regularly say that if those kids were being murdered, I could not tell the way they scream sometimes. Like I wouldn't know. Yeah. Some kids are just shriekers. That's how it works. I was not a shrieker as a child. I was a quiet, sit by myself child. Again, I say, nobody diagnosed her with autism? What the hell? Do you think I need to do more intense yellows in here to shade? Yep, pretty much. There's one kid here who, it stopped happening recently mostly, but there was a kid here who was being babysat by somebody, and whenever the kid like came home, would have a meltdown, like entirely, because from what I heard, and again, I don't know this kid, I don't know the situation, but it very much sounded like the kid was not getting enough like transition time, and so was getting yelled at to get out of the car seat and stuff, and getting pulled on instead of like just saying, okay, we're gonna do this now, we're gonna do that now, to give him some time to like transition between activities. And so he would have a full-on meltdown every single time they came home, and it was like a lot. Yeah, my house was always very quiet because that's how my parents like it, so. Okay, skin around your eyes is also pretty yellow. Let's do some of this. Yeah, for sure. I always like try to give the parents like the benefit of the doubt and give the kids some grace too, because like when you're a kid and something like that is happening to you, it's like the worst thing that has ever happened in your little tiny life. Like I would freak out too. That's so valid, actually. I wish I could scream and cry every time I felt like that, but I can't because I'm an adult. So that little child has to get it out for both of us. On one of my flights in Canada, I was the middle seat next to a dad and a little one. Um, and there was another woman on my other side, um, an older woman who we chatted about quite a bit of things. She was nice, but we were both like very helpful with the kid, and the dad was very impressed. He was like, "Oh, we got like the nicest people to sit next to us," and I was like, "This kid is going through something, you know." Like, I would also like to scream and cry and whatever. She was pretty good for the flight, honestly. She had a little problem with her ears when we were landing, but we were friends by the end of the flight. Drive safe, 10. See you soon. Yeah, for sure. She was very small too. Like they had a baby in the row behind us with the wife. Um, but the little one next to me was maybe 2. or 3, somewhere in there. She was just learning her colors on her dad's phone because they had like a little game that she could play where you matched the rubber ducky colors to the bucket. And she couldn't quite figure out the correct way to touch a touch screen. So it involved a lot of helping. It was pretty cute. But she showed me how good she was with her colors near the end of the flight. It was pretty cute. But like, I feel like if you're a parent and you're traveling, like you already have enough shit going on. Especially if you're traveling with small kids. Like, you don't need somebody who is an adult and is in control of their own reactions to be an asshole to you. Like, there's enough going on already. Which is part of why when I was flying out of Toronto to come home, there was a family with 2 very little ones. So there was one in a stroller and one in a carrier. And they were having a hard time getting in line because people were being assholes to board the plane. So I like blocked the way for them and let them go first. And the wife was very nice and she was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, you've got enough going on traveling with the little ones. You don't need to deal with this too." Go. I'll block your way. You get on the plane first. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot to do and a lot to ask kids to behave through, you know? You don't need to continue doing that for the entire time of boarding. Like, yeah, exactly. And like, it doesn't cost me anything. Me getting on the flight, like, behind 4 people isn't gonna kill anyone. Like, it really does not matter. Like, maybe my backpack will be a little bit farther down in the plane, but again, that's not a big deal. Like, whatever. For sure. I just don't see, like, the world is miserable enough. Why would I add more to that? It doesn't give me anything. It just makes the world worse. Why would I do that? Hi, Dream. Good to see you. It's been a while. How you been? Right? Ridiculous. Like, what's the point? Yep. Like, there are some times where, like, if a flight is really full, they'll make you check a carry-on bag that's, like, one of the big ones, like one of the roller bags. So you try and get on the plane first so that you don't have to check your bag. But it's also like, who fucking cares? It takes you, like, an extra, 15 minutes to pick that up after your flight is done. Like, chill out. Oh God, Bewitched. There was one Uber that I got in Toronto who was that kind of driver. Like, he was weaving in between people to get a car length ahead and was, like, driving in the parking lane downtown and stuff. I was scared. He's the only person that I didn't tip well in my entire travels. I say well, I didn't tip as well as I normally do. I did still tip him, but... Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. And I fly a lot of, like, night flights, so it's even worse. Oh, I love that. Thanks, Dream. I need more soy. I haven't used Pokemon Sleep in, like, over a year at this point. It wasn't very useful to me as a sleep tracker, and I didn't really care about the rest of it, honestly. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we all gotta start somewhere, you know? Okay. I do still need to work on this wing quite a bit. And I also need to shade around the eye a little bit more, I think. Because we do have like a little fold right here. I should put in, that will make it look a little bit more on point. Yeah, see, I'd already fixed my sleep schedule and was like killing it by the time Pokemon Sleep came out. So. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm in bed for longer than I sleep because it takes me a long time to wind down. So I always got 100 score when I was playing it because I'm in bed for like 10 hours, even though I don't get that much sleep. And because it wasn't really tracking sleep, that was fine. Okay, turn you off, please. Thank you. Pet the little kitty. You haven't gotten very many pets today because you didn't sit with me this morning. Well, you haven't gotten very many pets from me. Yeah, exactly, Rainbow. When you said that yesterday, I was like, yep. Brain sounds like, I don't know, a subway station or something where 35,000 people are talking all at once. Hi, Luminardi. Good to see you. It's like that, except it's all the time and it's in my head. Hi, Al. Good morning. Flopping in. You've poked your belly out towards me and it's so tempting, but I know you don't like me touching your belly, so I won't. Welcome back, Cap. Yeah, oh, I feel that, honestly. I'm like really sleepy today. I even had like a full-on coffee, and it did not wake me up. Which, even though caffeine doesn't exactly work on me, I can usually like trick my brain into believing it's time to wake up if I have the morning drink, you know? That didn't work today. It mostly just like doesn't really do anything to me until I have too much caffeine, and then my anxiety just gets faster and I feel like I'm dying. Because one, caffeine doesn't work on me, and two, I have a low caffeine tolerance, which is a great combination. Because it doesn't wake me up, it just makes me feel like I'm gonna vibrate into a different plane of existence. Yeah, I didn't realize that that was a thing for a long time. Tumblr taught me that, actually. Yeah, exactly, Wib. Like, my anxiety was already bad, but now it's running and I don't know what to do. Excuse me. I think we're getting to a point where I should have a cough drop because I'm going to start coughing. God, I put a contact tab on my website, and I'm getting like a phishing scam a day, basically. Oh no, I can see that. It's because I haven't done the belly at all yet, so I've just been doing the color bits. Um, so I need to work on this wing some more because it looks flat as hell. We don't want any flat on this baby. He needs to be round. What do you think part of the problem is that I made a pretty intense shadow line here, so I need to color some stuff in to make that a little less intense. Because I mean, this needs to get more colored anyway, but it does look pretty drastic. Do you think I'll be able to finish this like relatively quickly? I will do a stretch. Thank you, Shawnee. And a hydrate. There you go. Thank you. Yes, I do. I share one with my friend Stars. Thank you, Shani. You don't need to apologize for that, Illuminati. It is a reasonable thing to ask. That's so funny, Dream. That we've been cat sitting a cat named Con. And he has a little water dish out here. And he like because I'll usually like rinse it out and refill it in the mornings when I'm like wandering around to get my water and stuff. And so he'll like follow me because I think that he likes having the fresh water that's cold from the tap instead of some that's just sitting there. So he'll like come and beg for it if I haven't done it yet. Oh yeah, all good, Illuminati. It'll be a pleasure to have you. Okay. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, if I'm getting my water and like I'm specific about how my water is because I'm neurodivergent, you know? I feel like he should get some water too. It just seems kind. Yeah, I do like how pets kind of like pick up on habits and stuff. So there are like a lot of cats who like if you aren't in bed at a specific time, they'll complain to you. So you have to go to bed for the cat. Yep. Like the cat really said, your bedtime is 11:30. What are you doing? You're ruining my life. Pretty funny because like basically every morning, right when I open my door, because I sleep with it closed, um, I will open the door and Con will just be sitting there waiting for me and then meow at me like, why'd you take so long to open the door though? Like I could hear you in there. You've been sitting in bed for 20 minutes looking at your phone. Why didn't you open the door? And then he'll follow me downstairs to like go to the bathroom and brush my teeth and stuff. He just needs to keep track of where I am in the mornings. And if I sleep in, like all bets are off. He's so mad. I did consider like getting up and like I was gonna go back to bed, but opening the door so that he could come in the other night, and then I didn't. Yeah, exactly. Because like one of the things that about him is he loves pets. Like you can think of an animal in your head that you've had or encountered that loves to get pet. Not even close to the amount that this cat needs to be touched. Um, so he will follow both my brother and I if we go to the bathroom. He'll follow us in because he understands that if we are sat on the toilet, our hands are free, and so he will get pets because we're trapped for a few minutes. When I had two rabbits and they stayed in my room And when Wash, the one I had first, I used to feed him in the mornings. And I had to stop doing that. I had to feed him before I went to bed because he figured out that when I woke up, he got food, and so he would make so much noise to wake me up. I was like, all right, we're not playing this game anymore, actually. I'm gonna feed you before bed. Yeah, you can always tell when a cat has trained you. And, like, for the most part, we all know. We'll just do it anyway.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't
Hi,
been corrupted
lesbian.
by capitalism. Space!
Nice. Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do for it? What kind of character and stuff? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, like, tabletop games are all fun and good, unless you hate making decisions. That's a great reading error, Rainbow. I love that. Wrote a crit fail on my bathroom check. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds like you. That seems right. That's right and true.
that you paid for, all the skip turns that you saved for, all the nights you fell asleep without your gun. A coronation, a beheading, from the funeral to the wedding. Do you think they care where the crown goes?
This wing is causing me problems. I think I need to leave that for a second. Let's do some Pete's.
Like a movie. What's your story? What's the refund policy? We want violence, we want blood, we want superhero love. We want all the answers that you promised us. We want laughter, we want pain.
Sorry.
You know that no two missteps are the same.
Yep.
Show me your hams.
More hams. You got it. It's starting to get windy outside. I bet we get another rainstorm. Which I'm fine with. I like it rainy. Although I know that all of the out of doors people will not be happy with it. Okay. Do a hand stretchy, do a body stretchy. Yeah, it's been pretty rainy here, but like I said, the climate is shifting. Ooh, do tell, Shawnee. Are these ideas for you, Al? Yeah, some of those descriptions get pretty long. There, Al. Ooh, cool. I'm still not happy with the wing. I think for some of it I need to push the contrast a little bit more, and I also need to bring some highlights back into a few places. Also, I think I've changed the shape of it a little bit, which isn't helping. But we can continue messing with it. Oh, that's a fun idea, Shawnee. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do next, and the answer is stare into space. Yup. Oh, that's a lot of fun stuff, lesbian. I love the... Yeah. I personally find the +2 to diplomacy, if anybody finds you attractive, is really funny. Fair. You're starting to look like I need to trim your nails again, Bubba. He's really asleep right now. Okay. Thank you. We're gonna end up focusing on the wing like a lot because I don't like how it looks right now, so which is fine, like that's part of the process, but I think part of it is that I kind of covered up a lot of the highlights, which is part of why it's feeling so flat to me. I'll put some of those back in. Luckily, the color this month works a little bit more like gauche. Yes, thank you, Shawnee. I have my email up so that I could see the email when Doodle went live. But thank you very much. Thank you for always having my back. I think I'm going to do a layer of highlights on this and then we'll go raid Doodle because my throat is bugging me a little bit and I'd rather not push that. Because I definitely, I thought I was fine on Monday and then I was not fine on Monday. So I'm going to go even harder this time. Welcome back, Tens. I'm glad you were home safe. Hey, girl. This is a horned lark. Thank you. Yeah, it's a borb is the real answer. That's a little better, but I still think that I'm gonna have some work to do on that next time. We also need to do the snow and the white belly. You really have to clean your tail right next to my head. Apparently the answer is yes. Alright, we are gonna end now because I want to eat some sort of lunch type object and rest my speaking voice a little bit and go watch Doodle. So we're gonna go read Doodle with a friendo. I mean, I do help him clean. I just do it in a way that he doesn't like, which is I use the big curved brush on him to pull all of his dead hairs off of his person. Thank you, Tens. I actually should take another photo of that before I end. Let's just do that right quick. Alright, Shawnee has put the raid commands in chat. The first one has emoji that you can use anywhere on Twitch, no matter your subscription status. The second one has an emote you can use if you are subscribed to my channel. So please copy and pasta the one that is relevant to you. Which I'm gonna do before I forgore. Because I do be forgoren. Because I have brain forgore disease. Let me close that out. Root tab, please. Oh, cool. Oh, I do, okay. For most of my streams, I have like a little pinned thing on my, thank you, Shawnee. Yeah, I've got a sale running until the end of the month for my birthday month. Let me actually start the raid is the next thing. Yeah, I got terminal forgore disease. Okay. We're gonna go read Doodle. We love Doodle. Doodle's great. And Doodle is back after surgery to do stream for the first time back, so everybody be nice to Doodle. Or I'll kill you. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you are mean to Doodle, I'm showing up at your house with a knife. And if you're lucky, I'll use the knife. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being nice to me. Thanks for hanging out. It's always good to see y'all. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of or be kind to yourself or yourself, please do so for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things, including from yourself, even on the days when it's really hard. So let's all work on being nicer to ourselves and each other, and then we can meet back here. I will be back on Friday morning for me, which would be 11:30 Pacific time. And then next week is my birthday, and I have guests on Wednesday and Friday next week. So that'll be great. And I'll see y'all then, okay? Okay. Bye.